Welcome, everyone. It is the 2021 SLS Championship Tour, Salt Lake City, presented by Visible. That's right, you heard it, folks. We are here in Salt Lake City, Utah, and the fans are stoked to witness some of the most amazing skateboarding in the world. What's up, everybody? I'm Andrew Cannon, joined by Jeff Rowley. Jeff, it's actually literally starting to heat up out here. Tell us what you think. How's the weather? How's that course?
Oh, beautiful day. Very warm day today. And what a skate park. I mean, big thanks to Utah Sports Commission for making this happen. We've got a great skate park we're going to leave for the community. Got a load of new faces at Street League here. We've got Felipe Mota, David Reyes, who just put an incredible video part, online. And then, I want to see Nyjah skate. I want to see Nyjah Huston skate this course. I feel like he's just gonna have that energy and that fire right now. I feel that. I'm bringing it. I'm saying Nyjah's bringing it.
First off, I like your fire. Second off, I totally agree with you. But I'm going to throw this out there because I'm really excited. We've got Paul Rodriguez back in competition here at SLS, and I'm super excited. I've been watching the clips online. He looks like he's on fire. Now, before we kick things off, because we've got some amazing heats of skating for the prelims, let's take it down to the third member of our team. We've got Mr. Chris Roberts.
Hey, thank you guys so much. We are down here, and I get to be in the pit, so to speak. I've got all the skaters here, great camaraderie. I mean, they're absolutely killing the park right now. I can't even keep track of the blunt slides and the kick flips and the tray flips and all the flips, you know what I mean? So Alex Midler right here. I mean, it's such a great crew, Thank you guys, appreciate that.
Thanks for that, Chris. Yep, that's right, all the flips, all the tricks. Now, we've seen the course. Let's talk about how it's going to go down. This is the basics presented by Tech Deck. It's going to be the line section. 1 45-second line attempt. Then we're going to move into our single tricks. We've got 4 single trick attempts, and it is all about your top 3 scores overall. The top 8 skaters are going to be advancing to the finals tomorrow. That is what's on the line, and this is our first official stop of the 2021 SLS Championship Tour, so we are looking to get tour points. But before we get down to business, we got to meet our skaters. Here we got David Reyes.
David just put out an incredible video part online right now. You can check out 31 years old from Denver, Colorado. Absolute ripper. New to Street League.
We got Sean Hale. Wild man. He's got some crazy tricks. We saw him at the open qualifier. Unable to get in, but his skating was so unique.
You never know what Sean Hale's
they
going
had to throw him the wild card.
And then we got Alec Majerus. Alec is 26 years old from Rochester, Minnesota. Incredible skateboarder, well-rounded, gnarly rail skater.
Trent McClung, super technical, amazing style. 28 years old from Huntington Beach, California. I'm excited to see what he brings to this course. This one's going to be good for him. We got Lucas Rebello. Lucas, one of the 3 new SLS pros that qualified in this year. We're so stoked to see what he has. Super unique bag of tricks.
Lucas is one of those guys who could really give Nyjah a run for his money if he gets his rail tricks dialed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yet again, we are in Salt Lake City, and we are here for our first official stop of the 2021 SLS Championship Tour. We're going to kick it off with David Reyes. It's going to be 45-second line. The format is different than you've seen it before. It's only one 45-second line and then 4 single trick attempts.
David going straight into some combos. Quick nose blunt, dray flip. Nose blunt slide, see that? Smooth. 27 seconds.
You call it was like you had a crystal ball right there.
I could tell the direction of his body placement that he was going to go for the front side nose blunt and the back side nose blunt. There's a nice front side crooked grind.
Ooh.
15 seconds. Probably going to get one last trick in there. As a front side kick flip just gets away from him. A couple more seconds. decent start for David. You know, making most of the tricks. Lost a couple of tricks there.
Yeah, that last bit at the end is definitely going to be tough on the score. The judges, I mean, you know, this is qualifying to the finals. This is the best skateboarding in the world. You are probably not making it in if you don't stay on your board.
Oh, absolutely. You need to bring everything you got.
Scores in 4.5. Next skater in, Sean Hale. Sean got that wild card. He's officially on course.
Nice feeble transfer, tray flip. Quite wheel bite a little bit coming into the tray. He's going to have to pick it up if he wants to make that up. You never know what Sean is going to do. You just have no idea. He's one of those guys who could just, you just don't know what trick he's going to select. His cab back lip.
Yeah, he's got a very unique bag.
He does, truly does. 15 seconds. Oh, nice.
That was
180 fakie 5-0. That was gnarly.
That's time for Sean Hale.
Ran out of a little space when he rolled away from there, straight into the planter.
That back 180 fakie 5-0 was amazing, though. Super well done.
Next in we have a short 1.3 from Sean Hale. Excellent.
Alec Majerus coming in next. What can the fans expect from Alec?
Well, when he touches the rails, he's probably going to do a combination of the tech and the gnar. He is that, right? Like, he has that power when he skates. So I think Alec can skate every obstacle, but he does excel on the rails. Like tricks like that. I mean, look at that. He treated like it was nothing. Kickflip crooked grind.
This is a heater line right there.
Nice 360 kickflip. Going for the kickflip back lip or kickflip back tail.
10
doesn't quite get the
seconds.
speed.
I hope he can get another one in.
He's going to have to hustle this one to make it count. Oh, that was sick.
I think the judges will probably give that to him. That was a very cool line right there.
To end it off with such a unique trick too is cool.
Walk us through this trick.
Oh man, just to get your board over the rail with the short rail like that, and whip and rotate and then go back fakie, and then to follow it up with that trick. That just shows Alex got, you know, a little bit of everything. That final trick showing the diversity, nose bonk.
Yeah, that cool crook pop over at the end was awesome. All right, 5.2. Alec at the top. Now we got Trent McClung. I think this is going to be a great course for him. He's super, super technical. Amazing flick like you just saw, but it's got a little bit lower rails, hubbas, and stuff like that.
There's a lot of obstacles in a smaller space, and Trent's good with that. Like, he has fast feet, very technical skateboarder. He's got 20 odd seconds here. I'd like to see him end with like a heavier trick though, really, to finish off this line. Nice nollie board slide fakie. Got 10 seconds. Boom!
Oh, that was nice. Kick for frontside nose grind down the hubba. That is time. Not a bad run at all. He had the balanced kickflip backside 5-0.
There's that visible replay, frontside blunt slide, cleanly executed. Excellent line by Trent, showing the diversity, mixture of tricks, covering the whole course too.
5.9, highest score so far. I like it, it's heating up.
Great line.
He's got some of the best flick on a kickflip, it's unbelievable. All right, Lucas Rebello, in next. He qualified in. He is officially part of the tour this year. You were saying he has the potential to give Nyjah a run for his money.
Yeah, he has incredible rail tricks. Really picks all the most awkward ones, the difficult body postures, and then ripping it all back the opposite way. Like that.
How is it that two people have done that ridiculous trick right there?
Setting up for the big section. Nice frontside 270 lip, just didn't quite get, a little bit flappy going into the trick there. It's a trick he usually makes every single go. Nice backside lip slide. Nose grind, transfer up. 5 seconds is going to be the last trick. There it is, backside 370.
That was the makings of a really good run, but unfortunately those two bobbles are going to be tough.
Yeah, just lost the rhythm there a little bit along the way and couldn't quite catch it up, but the selection was there, the trick selection, the diversity, coverage of the course.
I know it's a small thing, but I love that backside lip slide just on the quarter pipe. It shows he can really skate everything, and that's always very cool, especially for such a technical skater. All right, now let's check in with Alex Midler and Keith Oldenboving with the Skater XL course preview.
What's up, I'm Alex Midler.
Hi, I'm Kate Oldenboving.
We're here at the first stop of the SLS Tour in Salt Lake City.
And this is the Skater XL course preview. Let's check it out.
I like these bump rails, they didn't make them too small. A lot of the rails are really small here, so.
I like that you can do a lot of, it's pretty long and also not too high, so you can do a lot of tech tricks on it.
All the rails are mellow, so it's not like you're not fighting landing the trick, and because it's so steep, you just kind of.
You just gotta stay on.
Stay on it.
Stay on that rail.
These hovers are really nice. Good size.
Yeah,
nice
they're not too high. Yeah, the bump to bar is also the perfect size for crazy flip tricks in, I guess, and out.
Yeah, last but not least, you got the classic big section, 2 rails on the side with the gap going down the middle.
It's a little different because the rails are also this way and not only down.
I didn't even think of that. You can go up and then down.
You can go up and down. So that was a wrap on the Skater XL course preview.
And I gotta get back to practice, so we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
In the contest.
All right, the line section is in the books for heat number 1. Right now, Trent McClung has the highest score with a 5.9 as we head into our single trick attempts. We are gonna go 4 single tricks each skater. It's all about your top 3 scores, and the top 8 are going to the finals. David Reyes on course.
Oh! 360 kickflip nose blunt slide.
Wow.
Wow, and that is a trick that he just did at the end of his video part online on a humongous hubba. But to pull that out just out of the gate, first trick, tray flip nose blunt, locked and loaded.
That was wild.
That is something special. Well done, David.
I feel like we might be seeing a very high score. 8.5 right there.
Judges recognize the difficulty in flipping and spinning that with such a short hubba to lock in and get it all dialed.
First try, that's so wild.
Sean Hale on course.
Sean Hale. Oh, that was going to be awesome. That's why they brought Sean out.
First guy to skate it like that.
Alec Majerus, attempt number 1.
Oh, going for the kickflip nose grind. Got over the rail a little too high before he dipped down, I think. Alex got an explosive kickflip. Next up we have Trent.
Coming at the hubba. He's going switch. Ooh, I like that. Switch, big spin, no slide. Now, Lucas Rebello, you were saying he's got the wild rail tricks.
Yeah. Let's see if he plays the game, though. The tactics. See if he builds the tricks up.
That's a great point. He's no stranger to contest, but SLS is different.
Oh! Fakey ollie nose blunt slide.
That foot was coming off. He did that super well, though.
That's a very difficult trick to get the board over the rail. Get the board over the rail. We're going to see a visible replay right here. Going in fakey, rips it over the rail into switch blunt or fakey, whichever you'd like to call that, depending on.
But that foot came off the board and then he was all heel. Ooh, that was control though. That is amazing. 8.5. Oh, look at that. We got two 8.5s on the leaderboard right now.
So right back to the top of the start order.
All right, back to the top. Man, this goes quick. We got David Reyes, attempt number 2.
Oh, David going for the inward heel flip. Do you think that was the board slide or no slide? Take your guess.
I think it was board slide, but that is such a board breaker right there. All right, Sean Hale.
On his first attempt, now here to do attempt number 2. Looking to get 3 scores on the board.
Looks like Sean's going for the same obstacle there. Going for that feeble grind. Kickflip transfer, and he gets it. Oh! 99.999% done.
The judges say we wanted 100. So that's going to be a no. Alec Majerus coming in next.
Alec on course.
And there it is. Try to stomp it.
Dang.
Kickflip. No, it's a lower rail than it looks. It's low to get into and high to get in. The skaters watching will know what that's like when you're flipping at that.
All right, coming in switch, Trent McClung. Ooh, that was beautiful.
Switch big spin, tail slide.
That looked so good.
You don't see that trick very often. I think the judges are going to like that one and give it a higher score than you might think. Very well executed.
That's one of the things that's so great about his style. Everything he does, he just pops, it catches, it's like levitates right up to his feet.
Yeah, excellent board control.
7 even right there. Trent now second place. Man, that was a hard trick.
That was a hard trick, very, very hard trick to consistently make. Down a hubba.
All right, Lucas back in.
He's waiting for the wind, I think, to die down here, making sure it doesn't mess with his board once he starts flying. And there was it.
Oh.
Didn't quite get the aim that he wanted on that trick.
That's a big rail. That's a hard trick.
You could see the run-up he needed to take to get the speed that he wanted to do it the way that he felt comfortable. Not every skate park's the same. They're all different.
David Reyes back in. That is such a wild trick.
David starting off with a great line. A couple of bails. Hopefully he can make up for that. Came out flying with that tray flip nose blunt and a great line. Now we have Sean. Getting ready again. Changing it up. Trying a different obstacle.
He needs to put this score down.
He's going for a backside 360 kickflip. Maybe grabbing to fakey, perhaps. Now we have Alec Majerus dropping in.
Oh,
Just missing that kickflip again. The rail's too low for Alec, is what it looks like to me, for that particular trick for him. Like I said, he has such an explosive, solid kickflip.
more than anything, it's just disappointing because that's three no makes for him right there.
Currently sitting in second place.
All right, Trent McClung. He's got a 7 on the board with a 5.9. Let's see where he goes. Oh, man, that was beautiful.
What excellent rotation and control of that 360 after he snapped it.
I loved that. Yeah, I loved that filming from below, too. You can really see he makes it all the way around.
Full rotation, full pop.
There was no slide on the ground at all. That was perfect.
So this will probably skyrocket him into first.
Trent looking really good out there with his brother. 7.6. Wow. I mean, pretty rad to see that switch 360 getting higher score than the switch big spin no slide.
Yeah.
You don't like it. I could see it in your face, Jeff.
No comment. I love all the judges, and the judges love me. We love each other. Here we go, Lucas. There it is.
Oh, that was twinkle toesy landing.
You almost missed the whole rail.
Wow.
But that wasn't the case. He made it, and it was ripping.
Yeah, that was amazing.
There's that slow-mo. Frontside 270, all the way over to switch back lip.
Wow.
Incredible control and rotation. Almost gets away from him right there. So look at that relief in his face. So yeah, I'm rolling.
Oh, man.
So much clearance.
7.9 right there. I'm going to say that's the landing. All right. David needs to put something else down if he has any chance. Oh, man.
He was trying to take that to lip slide.
Yeah, no go. But you know what? Awesome to see David Reyes out here. If you haven't watched the new video part, make sure you check it out online. David Reyes rips.
So last to go for Sean Hale as well.
All right, Sean Hale coming in for his last attempt.
Wasn't trying to grab it, just a backside 360 ollie flip to fakie. But like we mentioned, he's the only guy to skate that part of the course. You just never know where he's going to go and what he's going to do. Ripper to watch.
This one is going to be for the crowd. Whoa.
Just going straight into the frontside blonde kickflip out. Alec knows that he missed those few kickflip nose grinds. That puts him in a difficult spot.
Yeah, you're going to have to make those top 3, and they're going to have to be bangers if you want to get in there. It's going to be a tough cut. All right, now, Trent up in the top spot right now with a 20.5.
His line score, which is his lowest score on the board.
Lowest score right now, 5.9. Oh!
Doesn't get the right angle into that kickflip backside nose blunt. Didn't quite get the body over the top of it. Gnarly trick to do.
So he's got that 20.5. And Lucas Ribello going for his last attempt.
He wants to drop that 3.4 from the line.
Looks like he's switching it up again, going to a different obstacle.
His low score right now is a 3.4. Oh, and that is where it's going to stay. So that score of a 19.8. But some really cool tricks happening out there.
Lucas trying the frontside 270 to nose slide.
And that's it. Heat number 1 is done. Just like that. Wow. This new format moves quick. Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by Visible, wireless that is better with your friends. The Utah Sports Commission, Utah State of Sport. by Monster Energy, proud sponsor of Street League Skateboarding since 2010. And Skater XL, available now on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. All right, thank you to the Utah Sports Commission for all of the hospitality out here. We welcome you back to Utah, the state of sport. Truly, it's really awesome to be out here in Utah. I'm loving it.
Oh yeah, lots of skateboarders showing up today. Great crowd. Everyone's stoked that they've got a skate park after we leave this event. Everyone gets to rip it up like the pros are doing today. That ain't so bad.
All right, before we get into our next heat, we've got a very special guest. We got Chris Roberts down there with, who are you with?
Yes, sir. We got Pete. What were you doing there, jumping jacks?
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay warm.
Okay. You do what you need to do, okay? I thought you were out there doing the little jumping jacks.
I mean, it was going to get there, but I was interrupted, so.
So I apologize. Listen, first time back in Street League for a long time. How do you feel back in action?
I feel like very happy to be here, very grateful to be here. It's been a rough last couple years, so it just feels good to be here, see the fans, like they're showing so much love, but I'd be lying if I didn't say I was so nervous like I've never been, so
hey,
my stomach's like got knots in it right now.
You're going to do great, bro. It's going to be the old P-Rod out there.
Yeah, it's old P-Rod for sure.
Kick flip. What about crook, nollie heel out?
Hey, man, I don't want to give up my secrets too early, man. My competitors might be watching it, my fellow, competitors. They might be seeing this,
I'm sure they're watching the feed right now.
They might be, just, you never know, man. I can't give out too many secrets.
Hey, how do you like the course?
The course is pretty good. Took me a second to figure it out.
Okay.
Took me a little while to figure out my flow and my game plan, but now I feel good about it.
Amazing. You're going to do great out there, bro. Hey, great to have you back. P-Rod, everybody. Huh? You're the man.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Hands down, that was the best response from Paul.
So good to see Paul in such good spirits, right? Isn't it?
And
so good to see him.
And it's really kind of awesome to hear him being so honest about the fact that he's like, I'm nervous, I've got knots in my stomach. You're like, dude, you're Paul Rodriguez.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything. But he's like, nah, man, he wants to be here. He wants to compete. And he's nervous because he wants to do well.
Paul's a competitor.
Yeah.
Always has been, and it's a good thing.
I love it. I feel like that's one of the coolest things. Paul, as far as the skateboarder is concerned, he's just so unbelievable. It almost seems like not human. So it's pretty rad that he can be so human about that. But before we see Paul, why don't we hop into heat number 2? We've got some rad skaters coming up. I'm excited to see it. Jamie Foy. You want to talk to Jamie Foy?
Everyone wants to see Jamie Foy skate today, right?
He's like the ultimate people's champ.
Yeah, he's a ripper. From Florida, 25 years old.
Gustavo Ribeiro. Gustavo has some crazy technical tricks. Stoked to see what he brings out here. 20 years old.
Lisbon, Portugal.
We got Ryan DeCenzo.
Yeah, Ryan DeCenzo, an absolute all-around ripper. Age 35 from Vancouver, Canada. One of the guys that we've seen around the Street League. And then we have Manny Santiago. Everyone knows who Manny is. Colorful guy.
Just one of the most wonderful human beings on the entire planet.
He's a pleasure to be around. Manny's an absolute ripper.
We got Mickey Papa, who qualified in for this year. Had an amazing performance at our last event.
Skating very well right now, on point right now. Mickey is from Vancouver, Canada.
Felipe Gustavo, just one of the most precise technical skateboarders on the planet.
Yeah, Felipe coming from Brasilia. Brazil.
That's it. Man, I think we're about to see some technical wizardry.
Gearing up for getting down. Andrew, are you ready for it?
I'm I was born ready.
I'm always ready for getting down. I'm down.
I'm excited, man. I am excited to see what Jamie Foy brings. He's got such a unique bag. He's been doing some wild tricks, you know, these last couple of years, and I feel like this course might be awesome for that. But we're going to jump into our line section. 45 seconds on the clock for Jamie Foy.
Starts it off with that front crook transfer. Smooth as ice back lip. Half cab setting up for that backside nose blunt.
That was really a solid start right there. He looks really focused, which is awesome.
He definitely has a plan. You can tell that he's thought about how he's going to ride today and what line he's going to put together. Nice tray flip, and he's doing a great job of executing that right now. Way to go, Jamie.
5 seconds.
Little shaky move there into that fakey 50-50.
Dude, that is such a gnarly trick to throw out at the end of your line. I mean, one thing, you know, a lot of people that are just watching at home might not take into account, unless you've skated in an event, man, by the end you are gassed. It's warm out, the sun is beating down, and then to go fakey 50-50 down a rail is super sketchy.
Yep, and there it is, that fakey ollie fakey 50-50 to end out his line.
All right, 6.6 right there. And that is our highest line score yet. Next in, Gustavo Ribeiro.
What do you think we can see from him in this line section here?
I think we're going to see where he's just really technical. And one of the things that's been cool is watching him grow as a skater over the last few years. He's really he's got the speed now. He's got the pop. He's got that flick out. It's really cool.
Nice big spin frontside board slide. Got a lot of tricks in, too. Seems like he knows how to set up a good line, get a lot of tricks in, get as many points as you can. He's got 5 seconds here coming in. 360 flip, 50-50.
Honestly, the execution on that line was unreal. He got so many tricks in, so many hard technical tricks.
Yeah, that's the bonus for this line for him. There's that tray flip, one of the more basic tricks he did. Moving into a nice kickflip frontside board slide.
He also had the kickflip back lip. Can go with that big spin front board.
There's that final 360 kickflip 50-50 to line it out, and then he ripped in one final last trick after that. Got a lot of tricks in there.
7.3, highest line of the day so far. It's just heating up.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
That's how it goes. Next up, Ryan DeCenzo.
DeCenzo has been doing these events for so long, and this is a cool course for him. He's a guy that he's not scared to get gnarly. Look at that. Switch tail to start it off.
Nice backside 5-0 kickflip. Kickflip backside lip slide. Similar to Gustavo, getting a lot of tricks in as well. Switch 180 5-0. Nice tail slide. Showing that a little bit of transition diversity. A lot of tricks, Ryan.
I know.
Ripping.
This is great.
This is going to be a final trick here. Going to send the positive energy. 5 seconds. Oh, hits the bar on the way up. Would have ended off with a clean frontside kickflip. Great line regardless.
Yeah, he got a lot of tricks in right there. I think if he would have done that, could have stacked up against potentially Gustavo's, but that frontside flip at the end is going to be a big strike against him.
There's that nollie frontside board slide.
And he really used the entire course. Did tricks, transition between sides of the course.
Good score right there, 6 even to start it out.
All right, a 6-0, so a good score. Next in, Manny Santiago. Oh, trying to start his run off with like a kickflip 50-50.
Gonna have to really hustle to make up from that first trick though. Nice nollie kickflip. Yeah, just lost the rhythm, not quite the right speed. You can see, no, he's got the tricks down, just don't quite got the speed. Maybe Manny can make it up. Nice kickflip crook. Yeah, we just need a quick hard reset. Manny will be back to ripping everything to pieces. 9 seconds.
That is, again, that's one of the things I love about the format, is he's going to have those 4 single trick attempts, and he could absolutely still get himself in there by just putting down some hammers.
And we know he's got hammers. His heel flip frontside nose grind. Manny's a guy who does a lot of heel flip variations. Picks all the more awkward ones. Not many other people can do a lot of the combination that he lays out every day. Is that impossible lip bail?
And then he just chucks the phone. Boom, later, don't call me, don't text. I'm busy. Now they're looking for it. Manny is going to look to his best trick attempts and also that for that cell phone because it is gone. All right, Mickey Bappa on course. Whoa! That was a lot of speed to start it off.
That's a long rail too to flip into for your first trick. A lot of things could go wrong. Nice nollie nose blunt slide.
Oh! Kickflip back Smith in a run is such a crazy trick.
It's a big spin board slide.
10 seconds left.
7 seconds left.
Switch, frontside feeble. And that's time right there with a little cab over the little A bump.
I think he had it lined out pretty good. He just missing those singular tricks. He lost that rhythm again. And otherwise, I think we would have seen one heck of a line right there for Mickey.
So we'll see where his score ends up. Man, he started off with that awesome kickflip front board. Scores in 5 even.
It's a score on the board, but it needs to be a little more explosive than that to really be shooting for the final.
All right, Felipe Gustavo. Technical wizardry.
Snapping frontside kickflip into that switch backside tail slide. Very smoothly done. Keeping that rhythm. Ollie kickflip nose slide. Working in nose grind revert. Getting a lot of tricks in right here already. Now if he can just spread around, use a little bit more of the course, end it up with a banger. Not bail like that.
The crook up the hubba.
15 seconds.
You're going to have 10 seconds here. This is probably going to be switch. Oh, switch kickflip backside tail slide.
The fact that we are now living in a time where a switch flip back tail on a hubba is a trick that you do at the end of your line is insane.
First person to do that, Eric Huston.
On anything?
On anything. In a magazine, from my recollection. Correct me if I'm wrong, you're welcome to reach out to me. But from my memory, Eric Huston was the first person I ever seen do that trick. Just waiting on Felipe's score.
3.2. So that is going to do it for heat number 2 in the line section. But it can all change once we get into our single tricks.
So we will have our best trick section coming up here.
Before we get into those single tricks, though, we're going to take a look at the qualifier highlights.
30 of the best street skaters battled it out at the Primitive Skate Park for 3 open spots to join SLS pros like Nyjah Huston and Luan Oliveira on the 2021 SLS Championship Tour. This year, we've got an all-new format which made for an exciting final showdown. Alec Majerus, Mickey Papa, and Lucas Rebello were our top 3 skaters that advanced into the 2021 Championship Tour. Our first stop is going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah, presented by Visible.
All right, welcome back everyone to Salt Lake City. The gang is warming up right now and the fans are in full force, which is really nice.
Yeah, lots of people out here today, handling the heat, coming to watch some great skateboarding, getting ready to rip this park up themselves. Can't wait for everyone to leave so they can just destroy it.
I love that you, in the time frame between telling me, you pulled up a YouTube video of Eric Costin doing the switch flip back tail.
Yeah.
I love it.
Done deal.
Hey, skateboard nerdness. I love it. We live for it. All right. Let's start things off with Jamie Foy on his first single trick attempt.
Oh my goodness. Fakey ollie, fakey 5-0 revert.
Yeah.
Or an overcrook, fakey ollie.
I would call that one a fakey 5-0 180. Yeah.
Either way, it was gnarly, done really, really well,
awesome.
full speed. Not a trick, again, that you see too often. One of the tricks that Jamie has in his bag that, you know, not all of us are comfortable with. Nice 7.5.
Probably a lot of people are not comfortable with.
Speak for yourself, Andrew.
Oh!
What just happened? Was that like a 900 to board slide?
I know, I need to see the replay on that one. That might have been a bigger spin flip front board. I'm calling that visible replay, please. Let's see here.
Is that 360 flip to frontside
Yeah.
board slide to fakie?
Yeah, like bigger spin flip style.
That's a trick that we're not going to see too often. That's going to be one of the highest scoring points. That's a visible replay right there. Let's see how the judges feel about that one.
It's crazy because I had a... Whoa, we got a 9! Our first 9 club of the day.
And well deserved. That was next level.
Yeah, he did that perfectly. Like caught it with the front foot and everything. Next skater in, Ryan DeCenzo.
Oh, stomped kickflip frontside lip slide. I love watching Ryan do kickflip frontside lip slides. He's got him on such lockdown.
And he's had him that way forever.
There's that.
Look at that.
Slow-mo, look at that catch. Taking control of that board.
7.7 right there.
Solid score. DeCenzo's first trick attempt. On that line score.
All right, Manny Santiago. Manny seeking redemption from that line.
He is going for broke, right into the big varial.
I think that's just his move now. I think Manny is at the point where he's just like, I'm not going to mess around. I'm going in.
He's going for the tricks that he knows will score really high and that he can do. It's hard to adapt it to every single rail worldwide. These guys are the best skateboarders in the world.
Mickey Papa. Honestly, surprising to see him not make that right there.
Yeah, he was at the last stop in LA coming out just firing. Looked like he'd been skating a lot, like he was on his board. We have Felipe Gustavo coming up.
Felipe is going to have some serious heavy lifting to do in the single tricks. Oh, there we go. Switch, kickflip, frontside tail slide. Down the hubba.
And that's how you get it. That's how you get those high scores. Come out with tricks that not many people do. Come out with an insane consistency. Look at the quality of the way that he did that trick. He couldn't have done it any cleaner.
That was so stylish.
So Felipe's going to be dropping that line score at some
7.7 right there.
Felipe is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Incredible human. Next up we have Jamie.
Jamie's coming in for attempt number 2. We saw that fakey 5.0 180 on the rail.
Great opportunity to get that third score he needs posted on the board.
Coming in fakey.
Nice fake ollie to switch frontside feeble.
Yeah, that is.
Or if you want to give it a new name, you're welcome to try. I don't think I've really seen many do that.
That's a hard trick.
Awkward, all fakey. Lots could go wrong. The kind of tricks that Jamie just throws out like it's nothing.
Cleanly done and executed from Jamie Foy.
So he's got a 6.6 and a 7.5. The score comes in 8.1, moving Jamie Foy up into the top spot with a 22.2 overall. Trent McClung now in second place with that 20.5. Gustavo Ribeiro on course. Oh, man.
That was really gnarly. Crooked grind and ollie flip out. I was thinking halfway down the rail he was going to struggle to make the flick out. You can see right here, starts to lean forward as he goes in. He just stomps it right down.
Oh.
Gets away with it.
Hold it. Looked like he had a little bit of a toe tap. We'll see if the judges ding him for it. They do, and a 6.9. Ooh. That was a serious. Don't be touching the ground with your toes, please.
Yeah, I think the judges are letting everyone
sending
know.
A message.
Yeah, go clean or go home.
DeCenzo going for that kickflip crook.
He will have 2 more attempts left. Puts a little bit of pressure there on Ryan though, because he's going to want to drop that 6 from the line score.
Next skater in, Manny Santiago. These next 3 are essential for him. Oh, man! Unable to put it down.
Going for it.
Such a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually we get to see some of that Manny magic. Not today.
All right, Mickey Papa, also in a tough spot. Gonna need all 3 of these next ones.
Oh, and now that is, I'm not sure whether that was a 5.0, right?
That was like switch front salad 180.
Switch front salad 180.
Yeah.
How difficult is that to pinch that in there?
Look at that.
Just the moment before he locked in and to rip back out 180. You won't see that one very often, or at all.
It's funny too because switch front blunt, not nearly as hard as that would be. Score is in 6.8. Man, that was a tough trick. All right, Felipe Gustavo had that switch flip front tail.
Oh, just misses the grind there.
It's going to put him in a pressure cooker situation on the next 2, but he does have a solid 7.7. Now, Jamie Foy right now in second place. Lowest score is a 6.6. He's still got 2 attempts to outdo that. Oh, he pulled it! I cannot believe he pulled that. That was so sick.
Talk about awkward to shove it heel side like that out of the nose grind. There he is, locking into that frontside crook, and then shoves it backside behind him and squeaks it away, squeaky clean.
He's definitely going to get a lower score, but I feel like the judges might give him, I mean, it might be enough to outdo.
There was no toe drag. There was a little sketch coming out.
Oh, no, they really get
the judges are speaking.
And rightfully so. I just love Jamie. I wanted to see him get that high score. Gustavo Ribeiro. Oh!
He is just ringing those tray flips all over the place.
Wow.
360 kickflip nose grind. No problem for Gustavo.
That was really well done.
There's that slow-mo so you can see the flip and the spin, and then that clean, balanced nose grind out.
That was So effortless looking. Gustavo right now in the top spot, 23.2. His low score is a 6.9. He gets an 8.2. Look at that, bumping Gustavo Ribeiro up even higher with a 24.5. Commanding lead right now.
Yeah, he is sitting pretty and looking confident in that pole position. We have Ryan going for that kickflip crook. And he gets it. It's a Descenso staple right there. There's that kickflip lockdown. He knew he'd already made that as he rode up. That's how comfortable and confident he was.
So many things can go south on that thing. Just so many areas to get very hurt.
7.3.
Great score.
Descenso. He is just still so good and so consistent. It's amazing.
He's a powerful skateboarder, and he always maintains that power. That's why I enjoy watching him.
Oh, Manny Santiago having a bit of a tough time out there. He's doing it for the crowd.
Let's see if Mickey can speed it up.
Yeah, Mickey's in a tough spot right now. He's in 7th place. These next attempts are essential. Unable to do it right there. Ooh. I mean, he's going to need a giant score on the next one if he has a shot to get anywhere near that top 8.
Yep, he's going to have to bring what we saw in LA.
And you can't do that in just one try. I'm sorry, he was on fire that day. All right, Felipe Gustavo. This one's going to be essential for him as well. And he pulls it.
That switch kickflip crooked grind made it look like nothing. There you can see that clean foot placement, perfect balance and landing right over the bolts. No, barely any foot movement. Felipe's got such a good snap and pop.
Scores in 8 even. Looking good. So Felipe now in 6th place with an 18.9. He's going to need that next one. We are into our last trick attempts. Jamie Foy in 2nd place. Needs a 9.0 for 1st. He honestly can do it. Oh!
Did he balance the whole way on that?
I think that was fakey front crook down the rail.
That's one of those tricks that like somebody did.
Fakey ollie, fakey crook. He kind of snapped out of it a little bit.
Ooh, that is a tough trick.
Awkward backwards, body all twisted. A lot can go wrong on that one, especially on a round, long, flat bar. That rail is a lot flatter and longer than it may look for everybody watching. It's a long rail.
6.9. So he's 22.5. Now, Gustavo Ribeiro, can he build that score even more? No go right there, but sitting in a comfortable spot up there with a 24.5. Descenso right now in 3rd place, 21 even. His low score is a 6.
Ryan Descenso, last trick attempt.
Coming in front side. Oh!
Let's hear it for Descenso, everybody.
Made it out alive.
Didn't quite get into that trick right and whipped out.
I'm curious to see if that 21 is going to be enough to hold for the finals. This one's for the crowd, for Manny Santiago. And he uses the stairs. He just wants everyone to get fired up right now.
I hope Manny breaks out into a dance after he makes this banger retreat.
He's going to make it, and then he's going to dance, and we're all going to love it.
Wow!
Yes!
That was something else. Yeah! Crowd's going nuts. That was a gnarly trick, varial heel flip 50-50. Especially after kind of struggling a little bit to just throw that out after bailing a few tricks in front of a lot of people. Look how clean that is. It's you know what though? He was sketchy on the foot placement and then a little bit of leading backwards, but he was fine on the rail. No problem.
And an 8.8, yes. Yeah, Manny. All right, Mickey Papa down in 8th. Oh, and that nollie back 180 nose grind that we saw him absolutely just destroying.
Guys are having a hard time on that rail as well, Andrew, though. If they don't quite lock in, it's so long that it's hard to navigate and get away from it, so, you know.
All right, Felipe Gustavo, his low score right now is a 3.2. He needs to put something down if he has a shot at making it into this top 8. Oh, beautiful.
There's that switch kickflip backside tail slide.
Beautiful. Now, what I honestly am wondering is he tried that in his line. He didn't do it in his line, but one of the things that the judges were saying is no repetition. So maybe because he didn't land it, it'll fly.
And it's so technical and difficult that even if they score it a little lower and take that into account, what you just said, Andrew, it's still going to be should be a decent score. So let's see. There we go.
7.5 right there. All right, so Felipe Gustavo now up into 2nd place with that 23.2. Jamie Foy in 3rd. Whoa. And that is going to do it for heat number 2. Right now, Mickey Papa on the bubble with an 11.8. That is not going to hold. But right now, Gustavo Ribeiro in the top spot, 24.5. If you want to get into that top 3, we're talking 22.5. Jamie Foy sitting in 3rd, Felipe Gustavo in 2nd. Some good skateboarding right there.
Oh, some excellent skateboarding. Excellent skateboarding. Such a diversity of styles and tricks and ability.
But we've still got some great skating ahead, especially this guy right here, Felipe Mota. Huge fan, love the way he's skating. He's a wild card out here. He almost made it into the tour. Let's find out a little bit more about Felipe Mota.
I felt SLS was a dream like when I was like 7 years old. I was like my favorite skaters, Luan, T-Rod, Shane O'Neill, Nyjah, all those dudes like be ripping on a contest, and I was like, dude, like I wanna be on it one day. Now like 7 years later, like first I got invited to the qualifiers, and skating the SLS qualifier was super sick. It was my first time skating in a street league. I was already happy just to get invited. I was like, don't matter what, I'm gonna do my must. And then I couldn't get to the top 3, got 4th place, but I was happy, like I was proud of me. And now I got invited to like SLS skating with the pros. It's like I'm realizing a dream just to be on it. My challenge for now is like make to the finals. Tô realizando sonho agora e mal consigo esperar para participar no Street League.
We welcome you back to Utah, the state of sport. Thank you to the Utah Sports Commission for all of the hospitality. We're all feeling it out here. We're big fans. Before we get back into it, let's check in with Chris Roberts. Chris, what do you got going?
I'm here with Jamie Foy. Got nothing's in my ear. What's up? What's up, Jamie? How you doing?
Doing good. It's a little dry and hot, but you know, we're having fun.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you something. You hung on to one of those tricks for survival.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, right now, if you do a trick sketchy, you can't do it again and get a better score, but when you do it like that, survival, it's always fun for people to watch, and those are pretty much for the crowd.
Dude, I almost think that it's you should get extra points for the survival.
Hey, sometimes it's a good survival, and I think you should still get judged pretty well.
I would have given you a 10.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You held on to that thing like it was nothing.
Hey, man, survival mode's a big Baker thing. Baker makers.
Hey, how you doing? You good?
Yeah, doing great. Having a fun time. I mean, we haven't done a street league in a while, so I'm just glad everyone's together and having a good time.
Hey, that's what it is, though. Good time. Exactly. There's smiles all over the place. Everybody's having a great time.
We got a great crowd, too. A really good turnout and everything. They're hyped. It's awesome.
Hey, they were calling you over there. They were like, hey, come over, come over.
Oh, yeah, I know. And sometimes you go down there, get stuck in the vortex, but it's worth it.
Hey, go down there. Go show them some love, man. man. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Thanks.
good luck today, all right?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Good shit. Jamie Foy, back to you guys.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, great to see Jamie Foy out there ripping. Currently in 3rd place, but we still have 3 more heats of skateboarding yet to come, and everyone is frothing to get into the finals. It's the top 8. Let's meet our skaters for heat number 3. We got Chris Jocelyn, super gnarly. Honestly, this course may not be big enough for him.
Definitely not big enough for Chris. Chris could skate the world. The world might be big enough.
We got Carlos Ribeiro. This course might be phenomenal for Carlos. One of the smoothest styles, incredible board control. Can't wait to see what he brings.
And we have Tori Pudwill, T-Puds, absolute ripper, one of the funnest guys to be around, 31 years old from Simi Valley, trying to thank you skateboards.
Sean Malto, great to see him in here, 31 years old from Kansas City, Kansas.
And Luan Oliveira, no stranger to Street League. One of the most coolest, positive energies that you'll get on the skateboarder, and everyone loves him. Felipe Mota, next kid, absolute phenomenon, incredible kid.
Wild card in here today, almost made it in for the whole tour. Super stoked he's in here today. And these are the basics brought to you by Tech Deck. We've got the line section, 1 45-second line attempt. Then we're gonna launch into the single tricks. We've got 4 single trick attempts. It's all about your top 3 scores and what's at stake, getting into the finals. We're only taking the top 8 to tomorrow. On top of that, because this is the first stop of the championship tour, we are going to be getting championship points. So Chris Jocelyn is going to kick things off for us in heat number 3.
All right, so going to be just a couple of moments here before we get things going. We are live all over. Well, let's talk a little bit about our next stops, Alice.
Yeah.
Here, Florida.
Here, Florida is all that matters.
All right, looks like we are back up and ready to go.
Jocelyn gearing up. Remember, this is our first SLS proper in 18 months. It's been a long time, but everyone seems ready. Jocelyn on course.
Let's gap the back tail. Chris always fast, frontside 270 lip. Tail slide into that kickflip combo. Hanging in there. Board went backside, he went frontside, but who cares? Keep it going. Like I said, lip transfer up. Looks like he's gearing up. Coming in fake here, switch. Let's see. Looks like it's a switch. Heel flip. Oh my good.
Really well done.
And that's going to be timed, and that's how you do a line right there. Covered all of the course. Burley stopped, kept up to speed, did his tricks full and complete. Like that nice gap, the backside tail slide, first trick of his whole line. It's a great run there, great line there for Chris. There's that tail slide, and then there's the sketchiest trick of his line, the kick flip. Turns around, carries it on, ends it with that clean pop, snap, switch heel flip.
Man, that switch heel was great. All right, scores in 6.2. Solid start. All right, Carlos Ribeiro.
Carlos is so easy on the eyes when you watch him skate. He's one of those guys that I just enjoy watching just because of his form. Switch kickflip, he just misses it. But I like to watch the way that he gets set up for his tricks. You know, like shifts his feet around and jumps around, but he does it so smoothly. He's a gnarly ledge and rail skater. Nice switch frontside blunt slide. Not quite getting as many tricks in as we'd like to see, but still putting together a really good line.
Oh, that is basically going to be time for him right there. So it's all going to come down to the single tricks. It's funny how you mentioned just like the way he sets up his feet. That is what is so rad about skateboarding. It's the little things. It's not always just the trick. It's just sometimes it's those little things that make you go, they're just awesome.
Yeah, with how you do it, you know?
Scores in, 3 even. It's going to end up being a throwaway. Next in, Tori Pudwell.
Tori Pudwell, been a part of SLS from the beginning since 2010.
Tori's another one that the fans just love to see. Always engaging, approachable. Look at the turnout today. What a great turnout of skateboarders and fans of skateboarding in Salt Lake City. Thank you for coming.
Oh, that Smith grind up the hubba. Had to take it out of his legs, at least a little.
Oh, going for the nollie frontside kickflip. This is that nollie kickflip.
Sometimes when you get into that line and you miss something, it can just throw you totally off.
Nollie kickflip. Yeah, I think you're right on Andrew, just the rhythm was off. You try to get it back sometimes, right? Like you can see Tori was trying to get back on track there and still making tricks after he bailed, but it's difficult. These lines are difficult when you bail the trick at an awkward time in the line, in the sequence. Everyone watching knows that skates.
Really excited to see Sean Malto back. Let's hear it for Sean Malto.
Next in, Sean Malto.
This backs it over crook.
Oh, the front crook getting away from him. Nollie front nose.
Sean Malto. Coming in again.
We got 20 seconds left for Sean. Nollie front board down the rail.
About 12 seconds left here.
Cruising around the course, he's got good speed. Backside nose blunt. And last trick. Oh, that was a really good switchback Smith. Really, really dipped.
Sean has great dips on his Smiths and over crooks, backside nose grinds. There's that first over crook right there. There's that switch backside Smith.
That looked great.
You know exactly the score needed to move forward.
And a 4.8 for Malto. He's going to need to look towards those single trick scores. Oh man, I'm really excited to see Luan.
Yeah, that's somebody
this is
we haven't
probably a
seen
good
for a
course.
little while.
Yeah, it's been forever since we've seen Luan.
Oh, gets that 360 kickflip, just gets away from him. I spoke with Luan before the contest. Said he's been skating quite a lot, staying mostly at home, just filming.
Wow.
Which anyone who's a fan of Luan, if you hear that he's filming a lot, that's always good. Luan's one of the guys that set the standard in Street League for lines and just consistency of his technical tricks.
Man, just the coolest flick.
Yeah, Luan's incredible. Been an incredible skateboarder since he was a young guy. fastest feet in the business, but also one of the fastest feet that you want to watch.
Yes.
Do those flicks, because he does them with such grace, power, control.
That's what it is. He looks light-footed, but it's not. It's still really powerful.
Yeah.
Score in 4 even. All right, next skater and our last skater in heat number 3. Wild card, Felipe Mota. Oh, okay.
Coming out swinging.
Big guns.
Straight into the heel flip, frontside board slide. But this kid, this is a good course for this kid. It's a good size. It's laid out well. You know, he's got pretty fast feet and technical feet. He's having a hard time with this line so far, what we'd expected him. But having said that, he can make up for that with the rest of his single tricks. Kickflip backside Smith. Crowd stoked to see this guy ripping. Great attitude, very positive. Nice frontside feeble. He's got 1 second. This is going to be after the buzzer. Oh,
he waits. He waits. I like that.
Save it.
Exactly.
Save it, because if he tries it and bails it.
Exactly. The judges have seen it.
Clever kid. Clever kid.
I love that he fully rolled out there heel flip front board style. That is awesome. Just tried it out of the gate.
Getting some love from Luan.
2.9. He's going to look to those single trick scores. I mean, dude, imagine being Felipe. We just heard the video. He talked about it, man. He wanted to be in Street League since he was a kid. All right, everyone, make sure you pull out your phones. Follow us on Instagram at SLS. We got cool behind the scenes. There's going to be recaps, all kinds of stuff. We've got lots of exciting things coming up this season as well. So check it out, everyone.
Most likely not going to hold up.
Welcome back, everyone. Make sure you guys pull out those phones, and you can download TrueSkate for free today, only on the App Store or Google Play. Use those fingers and have some fun. All right, Chris Jocelyn, gonna kick it off. First single trick. Remember, we've got 1 line behind us and then 4 single tricks coming up. It's all about your top 3 scores, and he's coming in with the heat.
Oh, big backside big spin over the rail and the triple set and the whole bank.
Basically the world.
Now,
Like
if I was a judge, you really do take that look over the rail, over the bank, angled all the way to the flat. Smoking trick.
He was hauling. And that wasn't, it wasn't like he was, oh, he could have faked that. He actually went over the rail right there. 7.3 right there. He says, okay, all right, I'll take it. Carlos Rubiero. If he wants to qualify in, he's going to have to do it in the single tricks.
Switch backside Smith grind.
Just a back Smith on a round rail is so difficult, but doing his switch down a triple set.
It's a flat, long rail, too. You can see it from there. Look how long that is. Skateboarders watching will see that. Look how long that is. Switch backside Smith grind. Clean as a whistle.
Yeah, there's no dinker in there. 7.8. So look at that, the score 7.8 higher than Jocelyn's 7.3. Just interesting tidbits.
Tori going for that nollie backside kickflip. Didn't quite get the snap off as he took off, which is why he hit the bar. Knew right away that he was gonna have to do a redo. Next up we have Sean Malto.
I'm excited to see where Malto goes on these. Oh,
wow. Now that was easy to watch. Easy on the eyes. Nollie frontside crook. And here's that visible replay. Clean nollie. Locks that pinch down in. Smoothly done.
So he's got that 4.8 on the line, 6.5 right there. Luan Oliveira in next. Oh, look at that.
Oh, man.
I like that face right there.
How'd you like that, crowd? He's making fun of himself there. That's what I love about Luan. Just awesome person. There's that slow-mo, the switch frontside kickflip. You can't see that in the slow-mo, but he turned around right before, just so you didn't know what he was gonna do.
That was, yeah, that part was wild. Being able to turn and have your feet set up that fast. Score 7.6. All right, here we go. There's that drop, and then boom, just squeaks it around. That was awesome. 7.6, Luan making his way up the leaderboard. And Felipe Mota, he's gonna need to put it down with the singles. Oh!
Going for that kickflip frontside blunt. Didn't quite lock in how we usually see him do that. He's gonna have to really hustle the next few single attempts if we want to see him in the final. Which we do want to see him in the final.
Yes, absolutely. Chris Jocelyn. He got that 7.3 on the backside big spin over the rail.
Looks like Chris is gearing up switch here.
Clear the deck, everyone.
I love the way he always needs as much space as is available, and he uses it. It's not for an act. He really does skate very fast.
Oh, that is a hard trick. Oof.
It's an awkward one carving like that when you're coming down the transition, going frontside, to then go over something backside, the opposite direction. You can really get disoriented fast.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just a, you know, that fakey frontside heel flip is just so difficult because it's so blind the whole time. Carlos Ribeiro coming in for attempt number 2. Going for that switchback nose blunt, unable to get it. It's going to put some pressure on him. Tori Pudwell about to drop in. Oh, you could hear that bonk.
Yeah, same thing. Didn't quite get the takeoff. When Tori makes that trick, he's usually about a foot above the bar, but if he misses it, that's what happens. We have Sean Malto coming in. Going for a nollie frontside feeble. That was sick.
Super well done.
Now, I think the judges really do like to see when tricks are done, if you're doing with like authority and come in and out with the same speed, that does help the score. And that was one of those examples right there where he came out the same speed or faster than when he went in.
All right, score in 6.2. He gets a score. Malto now in 7th place. I think he's gonna need something higher. Luan. Whoa, that was a lot of speed.
Board got hung up on his feet before he could get over the rail, going for that blasting frontside kickflip to flat. Big floating frontside kickflip. Felipe's waxing it so he doesn't have the same problem as he did last time where it stuck on him a little bit right as he was trying to lock his trick in.
So it seems like he's probably going to go for that kickflip front blunt again. I really hope he makes it.
Let's hear it for the 14-year-old.
14 years old.
Yeah!
Oh, perfect!
Yeah!
Perfect!
Yeah!
That was so good.
And here we have it. We have that replay coming up here second. That was banging. We have the visible replay. Kickflip, frontside blunt slide, locked and loaded. Comes out with absolute smooth execution. There's another angle so you can see how well he flicked that before he put it into a proper vertically balanced frontside blunt slide.
8.2, yes.
Gnarly good score.
So he's still down in 12th place, but he has an opportunity to move. Chris Jocelyn on the bubble right now in 8th. Oh, that sounded like a board
That's
breaker.
a full board snap. Right there, Chris just put his foot right through the board. That shows you too, that trick where you don't know where you're at when you don't get it right. Stuff like that happens every single time. But those are the tricks that Chris tries, the awkward, hard ones going full speed.
He does, he really does. Carlos coming in for attempt number 3. He has to put the next 2 down. Currently in 13th. Yes, switchback nose blunt. So that's definitely going to help the score.
There you can see how well he just dips into that backside nose blunt.
It's like he's unlocked something in his brain where the stance is no longer important. 8.2. All right, now he's in 7th place. But again, those bottom placements are not comfortable. Torrey Pudwell.
Torrey needs to throw this down. Let's see it, Torrey. Yeah!
Yes!
And just like that, comes out with an absolute banger. Like I said, when he makes it, boom, bang, way over the bar. Absolute perfection. You can't do that trick much cleaner and smoother than that.
That was great.
Nice to see Torrey ripping.
7.9 for Torrey. All right. Sean Malto coming in next.
He's working his way up, but he needs to put down a heavy one.
Oh, going for that hard flip.
Now, over that gap, you have to pop a little bit earlier to get your flicks. It makes it harder, and you still need the speed to clear the gap. So you have to flick your board quick and maintain the distance, or you ain't going to make it.
Well said. Well said, sir.
And speaking of full speed action, Luan right there, frontside kickflip.
I don't think he's going to get like a great score for that. We saw the backside big spin. It was, I think, a 7.3. But man, just watching that was beautiful.
It's the way he catches the board, floats it in front of him and controls it. So nice to watch.
Like, he's not even full 180 and it's already back on his back foot. It's so good. 7 even right there. So Luan up into 8th place, bumping Sean Malto down into 9th. Felipe Mota. So he just put down that 8.2 with the kickflip front blunt.
Which probably helped his confidence after a couple of rough starts. So
he's going to need it. He needs to put both of these down.
Yeah.
Oh, that was sick. Kickflip back tail shove.
That shows you he can handle the pressure at 14 years old. In front of the best skateboarders in the world that he grew up watching. There's that kickflip backside tail slide, shove it out. And the guy that he was a big fan of, Luan, was the guy right before him. So imagine dropping in after your hero and then doing that trick right there. Good stuff, Felipe.
That was super well done. 7.9. All right, Felipe now up into the 8th spot. Man, it is just knocking each other off. We got Felipe. Luan is now in 9th. Sean Malto in 10th. Jocelyn in 11th. Got to put it down. This is our last attempt. Jocelyn, board set up real quick. And he does it! That is the sickest thing to see.
Right when you don't think it's going down, it is with Chris Joslin. He just set up a brand new board right there, probably never did one trick, rode around, and then made the trick that he bailed on a board that he was comfortable with. That just shows you, full professional right there. Adaptation, annihilation.
So if this score comes in good, Jocelyn has potential. 8.6, Jocelyn now up into 4th place. Yes. Wow. You know what? It's great to see the judges gave that the score that it deserved. That is such a hard trick. All right, Carlos Ribeiro, he has to do this. He is on the bubble. If he does not get something in that 7 to 8 range, it's good night.
Oh, for that nollie heel flip tail slide. Nice to see Carlos out there ripping. I've seen him make that particular trick almost every single go in practice. This is his go-to. It's hard in this heat all day long in front of all these people. It's hard to make your trick every single time, all the time.
Well, and it's a muscle too, you know. I mean, you do these a bunch and you kind of can tune that out. But this is the first time in a year and a half. So it's been a long time. Tori Pudwell coming in quick. Whoa.
Trying a very difficult trick, yeah, on that long flat rail.
Well, we were kind of getting psyched when Mickey did the kickflip front board, you know, so to nollie flip into that is like, wow.
Some Tori Pudwell stuff.
Exactly. All right, Sean Malto in 11th right now. He needs a 6-4 if he wants to get into 8th place.
Oh, that's not a trick you usually see Sean bail, neither. It's got a really cool hard flip. And that's the way it goes. Sometimes you get it, and sometimes it's just skateboarding.
But it was great to see him out here. Luan needs a 4.5 to get into 8th place, but what that really means is he needs a heater score if he wants to move up.
Luan going for that tray flip nose slide. That will be it. That will be it from Luan.
Great to see him out there, but unfortunately, no go.
Incredible opportunity right now for Felipe Mota. Last one to skate here.
All right, Felipe Mota, right now in 9th place. He's on the outside. He needs a 3.0 to get in. Can he put it down? Oh, the big spin front board. Yes. Smart move.
Definitely put his heart into those last 3 attempts.
There you see that slow-mo, nice clean big spin. Great foot placement. Maintains that control due to that. Excellent board control on the young kid, young man.
5.4 puts him up into 5th place with a 21.5. Oh. We still have 2 more heats ahead. So let's see where we're at. Right now, Lucas Ribello in 8th place on the bubble with a 19.8. Felipe Mota in there right now in 5th place. Jocelyn in 4th. The score to beat, a 24.5 for Gustavo Ribeiro. Oh, this is going to be tough. We still have 2 more heats. We have not seen Nyjah skate. We have not seen Ashad, Louis Lopez. We've got a lot of great skating still to come. There's Nyjah Huston. Let's find out a little bit more about Nyjah Huston.
I really do miss Street League and skating contests because it's something I always enjoy a lot and something I always look forward to a lot. It's not about looking forward to going out there and winning or making money or anything like that. It's just being out there and just skating with all the guys and all the homies and seeing the progression grow every single year, and just out there battling with people. It's always such a good time. Yeah, as soon as I saw the list of skaters that were going to be in it, I was like, damn, this is a sick list. A lot of street dudes, some dudes you wouldn't expect to be skating a contest, and that's how it was when Street League started. So it's good to see it like that again. It's good to see P-Rod out there again. Thank God the fans are coming back, and we're going to have a crowd out there to hype us up, because it really does change the energy of the contest. And I know it changes, I'm not going to say it changes the way I skate, but it changes my mood and the way I feel out there and just how the energy is and how hyped up I am. Hopefully we get some good fans to come out here in Salt Lake to hype us up.
I love watching Nyjah at these things. I love that he's like a full-on showman. I love that he just gives it every single thing that he's got. Like, legitimately wants the crowd here, wants them getting super pumped up. And I also appreciate that he's super stoked that like P-Rod's out there.
Absolutely, he's a top competitor, always has been.
And now, let's check in with Chris Roberts down there on the course. Chris, who are you hanging out with?
I am hanging out with Mr. Chris Joslin. By the way, I like your name.
I like yours too.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Robert's is pretty cool.
Thank you, just so is Joslin.
You know, we're a couple of cool dudes.
I know. Listen, I love that. Board, nollie back heel, board break. Oh, is it fakie? How is it even, how are you doing a fakie?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, well,
I thought nollie or fakie. I figured fakie would have a better.
Fakie's the most awkward trick ever. I thought it was an ollie. I apologize.
I didn't have that much confidence in my nollie pop as much as I do my fakie, even though the trick is a little harder. I figured the fakie pop was more guaranteed to get over it.
Whatever works for you, bro. But listen, you broke your board. Did you set up a new one, or did you have another board ready to go?
Me, Casey, Andrew, and I think another person, we all set up a new board.
I love that. I love that. Because there wasn't that much time.
No, it wasn't. This is a pretty small heat. I think there's only like 5 or 6 dudes.
I thought I saw you get in a car and go home.
Couldn't do that.
Okay. Listen, hey, congrats on the fakie heel, front heel, whatever you want to call it. Appreciate you guys. Listen, Chris Joslin, great name.
Chris Roberts, excellent dude.
Fantastic name.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys in the booth.
I think that should be your shtick, Chris, is you just are always like, hey, tell me a little something you like about me, you know? All right, let's find out who is skating in our next heat. We've still got 2 left, and we are taking only the top 8 to the finals tomorrow. Ooh, it's gonna be saucy.
I like that.
Yep, it's gonna be saucy.
I hope the rails are sauced up so they slide nicely for tomorrow.
I mean, the heat is a real concern. But enough about that. Let's talk about skaters. Ishad Ware.
Everyone's favorite.
He's been skating all day long. Like literally
since this morning.
There's a bowl behind this, and he was in that bowl for hours.
Before anybody was here. Gnarly skateboarder. Louis Lopez, another fan favorite. Everybody wants to see Louis skate today. Great to put in line together from Hawthorne, California. One of the nicest dudes in the business. One of the most professional dudes in the business. And one of the gnarliest dudes too.
Kelvin Hoffler. Kelvin has been a contest machine. 28 years old from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
And Vincent Milou. From France, 24 years old, skates regular, great bag of tricks. Great to have him out here all the way from Europe.
Deshaun Jordan, originally out of Arizona, now hanging out there in California. Deshaun has just been flourishing these last few years as a skateboarder.
And then, last but not least, Nyjah Huston. No introduction needed. From Laguna Beach, California, the winningest skateboarder in Street League history and one of the most dominating skateboarders in the industry right now. It'd be great to see him skate this course.
I'm so stoked. And this is the first time a lot of these skaters are skating with this format. So before we had the 2-5-4 format, now we've got the 1 line, the 4 single tricks, and it's about your top 3 scores. So I'm excited to see how they all fare.
Yeah, this is a heavy heat right here.
Yeah, this whole heat could be there. Nobody is safe.
Shot getting a lot of warm up today in the bowl.
All right, Shad.
All right, on course, the shot there.
Dropping in. My question is, did he pick his line, or is he just dropping in and doing whatever he feels like doing? Because he can pretty much do it all. Shad's got such an incredible diversity of skills and tricks. He's good on ledges, he's technical, he's good on big stirs, big rails, different street obstacles, proper street skateboarder, great on transition, good in bowls. What else do you want me to say about Shad? He's absolutely destroying it. Nice nollie kickflip. And as you said, he is, from an athletic standpoint, like he was here before anybody skating the bowl behind the course, just because he loves skating. How sick is that?
It's amazing. Oh! I literally, I blacked out. I lost track of time. I just was so psyched watching him do his thing. Man, Ashad is just poetry in motion.
Nice slow-mo, clean nose grind. Nice little cruise out.
4.5 on that score. If he would have made the switch heel, it would have been much bigger.
Next up, Luis Lopez. Usually excels in the line section. Very consistent, very original kind of street skater. Nice frontside ollie disaster smash. 1 foot for the fun of it. Hurricane. Backside nose blunt. How's that? Just to show that if you want some tranny, I'll just throw it in the middle of gnarly technical street tricks. Nice tail slide big spin. There we have those combos.
This is literally like the dream run. We got 10 seconds left.
Just gets away from him. That's probably going to be it. This last trick probably won't be on the buzz after the buzzer. Pop shove it.
Man, that was a good looking pop shove it.
For the love of the game, Luis Lopez coming out hot from Hawthorne, California. There's that nose blunt slide. Into nice frontside ollie smasher. Boards flexed like crazy right there. And there's that kickflip backside nose grind. Backside nose grind, balanced like a proper backside nose grind, and that tail slide big spin out right after.
I love that he pulled out the tail slide big spin like that. 5.7 on the score. That was pretty low, I'll be honest.
I'm going to call the judges out on that one. They got that one wrong. I love you guys, but you got that one wrong.
Kelvin Hoffler is in with a nollie nose slide. Kelvin, one of the monster skaters.
Nice half cab blunt slide. 50-50 fakie into that switch frontside blunt slide.
Oh, sticking.
Sticking on the offside.
It could be because it is actually pretty warm out, and that wax does melt.
And it's a new skate park. We still need to wear this thing in. All the Salt Lake City locals are going to have to do that after the fact, after this weekend. Grind those rails, grind the ledges, bring them up to speed for us, please.
Man, that little turnaround that took him down. Nose blunt into that nollie nose slide. Not the run Kelvin was hoping for, 2.5. It's going to be all about those single tricks. Next in, Vincent Milou. Oh! That's a big kick for front lip to start things off.
Nice kick flip. switch backside Smith. He knows that he lost that first trick, and he's doing everything he can to speed it up, get as many tricks in there.
That was a great frontside flip.
270 lip slide, front side.
Last trick. Oh! Man, really strong legs right there to keep him from going into the splits.
Yeah, a hot and cold line.
That was like a solid like 5-6 feet of sliding right there, just fully flexed.
Very athletic skateboarders. We're all very athletic. We can do yoga. We're all stretchy. We can get away with a lot.
Next in, Deshaun Jordan.
Deshaun to me is like Chris, where if the obstacle's big enough, then he's really gonna excel, right? Like the line section, he's a very consistent skater as well as great at single tricks. But I feel like when the bigger the obstacle, the better the situation for him. Nice backside overcrook. Rocking the 2 different colored shoes.
I love that.
Originally introduced to the skateboard world by Tony Alva, back in the 70s. Used to wear different colored shoes. Nice 3.
Oh!
Just gets away from him.
But a well-timed out line. Putting some good stuff in there.
There's that nose blunt slide. Nice crooks up to get things going. Excellent that he was able to keep the speed to then nollie off the front of his board into that frontside board slide.
All right, here we go. 5.8 for Deshaun Jordan. And now we bring him up. Nyjah Huston, 6-time SLS World Champion. 6 times.
I'm sure there's a lot of skaters and skate fans in the crowd wanting to see Nyjah Huston skate in person today. Nyjah set the Street League standard of invincibility. There's that cab backside lip slide just to start things off. Nice half cab kickflip.
He always throws the half cab flip in, and it's psycho every time. That is such, that trick is totally hit or miss. One of the monster athletes, kickflip front board.
Nice, showing that technical transition skills, throwing that in between his other tricks, like Louis Lopez did. Coming in fakey, good way to get that speed. Stay on the board, switch Smith grind. Nice classic move into that cab kickflip.
Wow!
Now that was a lot of tricks, and a lot of really gnarly tricks.
That was a slamming line. That was no joke.
Crowd appreciates the incredible skateboarding that Nyjah just threw at us.
That he hath bestowed upon us.
There's that caballerial backlip fakie into the half cab kickflip. How's that for a combination? And there's that basic tray flip setting up for the backside 180 nose grind.
Dude, he put so much stuff into that line. And I love that right there too. Kickflip backside disaster.
Yeah, absolutely. And then ended off with a traditional done switch Smith grind.
And then the cab flip. I mean, that was a great line. Look at that, 7.7. That's a pretty high line score overall.
It's a great score. That'll take a little bit of heat off him. Lots of eyes on Nyjah Huston.
Make sure you go to streetleague.com for all the news, schedules, tickets, athlete info, and more. Once again, that's streetleague.com.
30 skaters, cut down to 8.
So that is it for lines. There's Deshaun Jordan, such an awesome skater. We're going to take a look at a little more about Jordan.
These past 2 years, I've just kind of been kicking it, like staying out the way, trying to stay healthy mentally and physically. I kind of used all that downtime as prep time, and just kind of like, it allowed me to kind of regroup and just get back on track, like mentally, you know what I mean? I felt like I needed that break. But I think the new format is dope. Like, I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be crazy growth and just pushing people like skating, you know? Like, I think it's gonna be crazy stuff happening. The skateboard's gonna be amazing, and it's gonna continue to do that, like with this new format. That feeling of just like getting a first place trophy at an SLS is just like, it's unreal, because there's so much great skateboarding going on, and like, it could literally be anybody's game and anybody's day. So it's like, to make it through and like get one, it's overall just like a great achievement. My motivation for the 2021 Championship Tour is to just skate as hard as I can, you know what I mean? Keep a good vibe, curated, good energy, you know what I mean? Have fun with the homies, and you know what I mean? Like I said again, leave no doubt.
All right, welcome you back, everyone, to Utah, the state of sport. Thank you again to the Utah Sports Commission for the amazing hospitality. Ashad, look, like he's in a good groove right now.
Never seen Ashad stretch before. Usually just drops in, knocks a hammer out.
Oh!
Going for the blunt slide kickflip.
Looking like he's limping a little bit.
Yeah, may have came down on one of those ankles or feet. Looked like that.
Next in, we got Louis.
Lou coming in fakie. No. Wow, that was a sweet half cab kickflip. There's that visible replay, the cleanly executed half cab kickflip. Looking like he did it on flat ground. That's how much he did not compress when he landed.
Yeah, that was really perfect. And a 7.5 from the judges. They know that one's tough. Kelvin Hoffler, looks like he's sizing up the rail a little bit.
Next up, we're going to see Kelvin Hoffler.
Oh! Yeah, I mean, that's it. Nollie 180 to switch feeble.
Back out. Yeah, that's the Uto trick right there.
That's an awkward one. Does it very well.
See where those judges take this one. 7.4.
So, assuming Kelvin's going to be hyped on that one.
Vincent Milou in next for attempt number 1 in single trick.
Vincent's going to have to dig deep. Show us what he's got here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the kind of tricks that we need to see more of. That frontside kickflip lip slide. More awkward than it looked to approach. You can see there, he had to quickly turn and carve in and get the right angle to do that kickflip. Nice visible slow-mo for us right there.
Yeah, that is a wild angle to that. But that's his trick. He is so good at it. 8.3.
And rightly so. They had a lot going on.
Deshaun Jordan.
What Deshaun does here for his first trick attempt.
Oh, with a huge crooked grind from the flat up the hubba.
It's just so mind-blowing the way he just can go up things like that.
It's just cool to see a guy drop in and just take a completely different approach too, Andrew, right?
Absolutely.
Like, I didn't see that coming. He just dropped in, came from somewhere and just went up. There you can see how high that thing is to get in. Not only did he do that, he did it with conviction. He came out with good speed, which is always hard to do when you're going up things. Hard to keep that momentum.
7.6. Deshaun moves up the leaderboard. All right, Nyjah Huston. Coming in switch.
Ooh.
Oh.
Switch heel front board. Looks like he might have came down a little bit on that left wrist.
Oh, looks like he hit that wrist.
Well, let's hope he's okay. I think that's the wrist that he struggles with a little bit, so let's hope he's okay. There's that slow-mo. Just didn't quite get it to flick enough. That's why you see that leading leg, the foot falls off. He didn't quite get it to flick quick enough.
I wonder,
was
he trying to go switch heel front feeble?
I think he was trying to go switch heel front board, but the board was a little bit behind his body, so he couldn't get on his feet on the board how he wanted to.
All right, Ashad Ware, another one of our monster athletes, went for that front blunt kickflip first, unable to make it. Let's see where he goes.
Trying to go for that straight nollie heel flip. I think he's having a little bit of issue with his knee or his ankle or something. It's bothering him a little bit. He's finally slowing down after skating for about 6 or 7 hours today.
That is no exaggeration at all. I mean, he was skating 2 hours before we did the women's competition. Yeah. Louis Lopez on course, temp number 2.
Nose blunt slide, big spin out. That's another one you don't see that often. You usually see that trick, just a straight nose slide, but to go over the top of the rail before you get the control to be able to rip it around underneath your feet like that. It's a Louis Lopez move right there.
It just looks so easy for him. I'm stoked to see where they go with the score on that one. 7.2. All right.
So Louis Lopez now on the bubble with a 20.4.
So Louis now up in 8th place with a 20.24.
Steadily working his way.
Kelvin Hoffler currently down in 17th position.
Next up we have Kelvin Hoffler.
His line section did not go the way he wanted it to.
Let's see where Kelvin takes it. He's got a wild bag. He's got so many tricks.
Oh!
Wait.
I'm not sure what happened right then. I wasn't sure whether he was trying to do a crook back lip, but then it looked like it might have gone all the way around to a sugar cane. I need to see a slow-mo of that.
I am so confused.
Oh no, straight sugar cane.
Oh!
Yeah, just from the angle that we were seated, we couldn't quite see where he was moving there. That's a straight backside sugar cane. That's an incredible trick. That's very, very difficult to get your body all the way around like that and then rip it all the way back.
8.5. Oh. I mean, honestly, I felt like that one could have been a 9 right there. Like, that's one of those tricks that nobody else is pulling off, you know? Just a personal opinion. Next in, Vincent Malou. Ooh. Looked like maybe he was going to go big spin front blunt.
Yeah, perhaps. He needs to pull out the heaviest things that he's got, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's what he's doing, is just digging deep, going for gold.
Deshaun.
Oh, there's that frontside 270. He's got such a good frontside 360, Deshaun. One of the that when he does it, it really doesn't look like he's having a hard time controlling the rotation. Most people have to go high on the ollie before they really turn and rip. He just seems like very good control over his head placement. He just does very smooth rotation. With that being said, 7.0 for Deshaun.
Deshaun now in 8th place overall, pushing Louis Lopez down, but we're going to see a lot of leaderboard shifting. All right, Nyjah Huston coming in for attempt number 2 with an uncharacteristic fall.
And there it is.
Oh, he hung on to that.
He did.
Skin of his teeth. He was not going to fall. Oh, that dedication.
But there was no sketchy foot placement. There was no toe drag, you know. And there's that switch heel front board. Look, but look at his feet though. There was a little foot shift, but not really. I think the judges will note that that's a go. Let's hope.
He went faster on that one too. 7.4.
Judges agreed. Good job, judges.
Now you're sucking up. Just kidding. Next skater, back to the top. We've got attempt number 3, Ashad Ware. Oh, man.
So close.
Again, going for that frontside blunt, kick flip out. Slipped out of that one a little bit, didn't quite have the right angle as he was coming out.
Louis right now in 9th place with a 20.4. Trying to go with that Chris Cole special, the grapefruit grind.
Is that what they call that, the grapefruit grind?
Yeah, the 180 over to switch feeble.
Well, I've never seen anyone do it and then go back fakie. Over the rail, that's such a oh, didn't quite get the truck in though.
No, I can't believe he rolled away from that, honestly.
Yeah. We get the angles on most of it, but that one I couldn't quite see whether the truck locked in. And that's probably not gonna do too much for his score.
No, I mean, in the end, that was just a very dangerous lip slide.
Yeah.
Where's he gonna go now?
Looks like he's waxing his board to make sure it doesn't
The wheel
stay.
wells.
Was it?
Yep. Getting those wheel wells. He's got 2 more attempts left. He's right now in 13th place. Kelvin has to put something big down. Low score is at 2.5.
Going for the half cab. Crooked grind or over crooked to revert, looked like. Again, that rail's long, and if you don't lock in right at the top, right how you want, you have a hard time pulling it back. You're not going to get away from that. On the smaller rail, sometimes you can get away with squeaking the trick out, but on that long, big rail, you got to be on your board. You got to be on it good.
Vincent Malou in. Oh, man. He had that great 8.3 on the kickflip frontside lip slide. And it is going to be really tough to try to make anything happen.
Yeah, it's make or break right now. These heats are determining who has the gusto to get into the finals. Going up fakie, going for that fakie tray. That would have been an absolute smoker of a trick.
Currently in 8th place right now. Scary spot. Oh! Can we call that one a smoker of a trick?
Yeah, I think that was definitely a smoker of a trick right there. That was ripper. Coming in fakie, half cab in, the backside Smith grind, reverts around.
That was great.
Full bolts. And by bolts, I mean landing your feet right over the top of your truck bolts on the top of your board. For you people that are watching that maybe don't know that term, maybe don't.
Boom! Scores in 8-3. Nyjah Huston now up in 2nd place. Nyjah get his contest legs.
He knows how to play this game.
All right, this is our last attempts. Ashad Ware. That is going to do it for him.
That was it.
We'd love to see him out here, though.
Well, if you ever wanted to see him skate and you were here today and you got to watch a shot, do his first line, you'd have been a happy skateboarder.
Well, you could watch him literally all day because he just never stopped. All right, Luis Lopez on course. Oh, no! Unable to get it. That means Luis Lopez is not cracking into that top 8.
And that is
a bummer.
That's
upsetting.
What it is. for how well he came out with his first line in single tricks, to see him not even make the final. The level here is so insanely high.
All right, we've got Kelvin Hoffler in 14th. He has to put this down. He needs a 4.7 to get into 8th. We know he's going to go for broke. Can he do it? Coming in fakie.
Oh, and there it is.
He does it.
Whoop, there it is.
Half cab, backside over crook to fakie.
You know what I like the way about what he did on this trick right here? He stands up on the backside nose going, watch.
Yeah, he does.
He makes sure he knows he's locked in it, because the last couple of attempts he realized he needs to really lock down on that rail early.
I love those visible replays. Boom! Scores in 8.6. Now he is up in 2nd place. Nyjah down into 3rd.
Now that puts Vincenzo on the pole in 8th place.
Oh man, it is a battle. Vincent Milou needs a 9.3 to get up into 8th place. That is a tall order. We've only seen 1.9 today. Oh, unable to do it. That's gonna be it for Vincent Milou out here today.
I like that Vincent went for it. When he knew, I missed my first couple of tricks, I gotta go for it. Every single trick's gotta count.
Yeah.
He tried the hardest tricks and almost made every one of them. Stoked for him.
Deshaun coming in hot. No, the cab back lip, a trick we know Deshaun has. Unable to put it down, and that is going to be it for Deshaun Jordan. Will not be advancing. All right, Nyjah, currently in 3rd. He needs an 8.6 to get up into 1st place.
Well, we know he can do that.
He's in no matter what, which is great, but can he be the top dog? Think he can do it?
I think so. Most certainly. Let's see it.
Coming in switch.
Oh my goodness! Switch, heel flip, frontside lip slide. That is, I'm gonna call that. That's the absolute tech and the nah right there. Right?
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
Shut down heat number 4.
All right, waiting scores. Last skater, last trick. Here's a look.
And there's that slow-mo, that switch frontside heel flip. Almost missed the whole rail, but he still did it with absolute cleanliness.
Such a good catch, though. And a 9! He does it! Nyjah Huston is at the top of the heap.
He's right where he belongs today. Like, he's really stood out to me skating. It's great to see him ripping.
You said it, man. You were like, yo, he's bringing some energy to this. So, oof. After 4 heats in the prelims, this is what we've got. Nyjah Huston at the top with a 25 even. Look at those scores, 24.5 and 24.5. Gustavo Ribeiro, Kelvin Hoffler, 2nd and 3rd place. The score to beat if you want to crack into that top 8 is a 21. Ooh, that is a tough cut right there. Unfortunate. Not seeing Deshaun, Luis Lopez in there, Luan.
Yeah, some incredibly talented guys just didn't quite put it together, but that's skateboarding, right? Don't always get it. Same with Alec Majerus, the shot. Great to see all those guys out there.
Well, our top dog right now, Nyjah Huston, we're going to check in with him on 10 years of SLS.
Nyjah Huston has to say. He has gotten 2nd place in so many contests over the last year. This is his opportunity to win this contest right here. Nyjah Huston, the winner of the very first Street League skateboarding.
9.2, that's the highest score in Street League history.
Lachici Buffoni, first ever women's SLS World welcome you back to Utah, the state of sport. Thank you so much to the Utah Sports Commission for all of the hospitality out here, welcoming us to this wonderful city. Make sure you download TrueSkate for free today, only on the App Store and Google Play. Let's toss it down to the third member of our team, Mr. Chris Roberts, who's hanging out with Shad.
What's good? How you doing?
I'm fine.
You're pretty tall.
Yeah, 7 foot.
Wow.
It doesn't look like it in footage, I know.
It doesn't. It's crazy.
Yeah. Maybe I should
So there you go.
split between skating and basketball with my height.
That would be good. That would be good. Yo, you did good out there, bro.
I did all right.
Yeah. You were trying tricks out there that you were doing first try in practice.
Yeah, yeah. You know, you never know how it's gonna go out there. And right before the trick section, I kind of rolled my ankle.
Oh, you did. And you tore your shorts.
And I tore my shorts after I rolled my ankle.
After.
Luckily, I didn't roll it as bad as I thought.
It was a double whammy.
Yeah, but I didn't roll it as bad as I thought. It threw me off at first, and I thought my ankle was fucked up, but it's not.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm literally so hyped. Oh my God.
Hey, good stuff, bro. Good stuff. Ashad Ware, everybody. Let's set it back up to the booth.
I'm so glad he's okay. Ashad Ware, one of the greatest skateboarders of all time. A gift to skateboarding. All right, we got one more heat left. Who is going to be in our top 8 when this all shakes out? We've got some rippers. This guy right here, Shane O'Neill. I think this course is probably pretty great for him.
I would say so too. Like Louis, fast, good combos, very technical. Zion Wright.
Love Zion Wright. Unique bag of tricks. He can skate everything, literally everything.
And we got Alex Midler. Alex is from Southern California, Los Angeles, 23 years old. Absolute smoking hot ripper.
Mark Suchu. He is just one of the most, he does the most difficult tricks humanly possible.
And then Paul Rodriguez.
Welcoming him back to Street League. Man, 36 years old, still wants to get it.
Oh,
I love it.
He ain't slowing down yet. No way.
It's amazing. So, the basics presented by Tech Deck. This is how it's going to shake out. We've got one 45-second line attempt. Then we've got 4 single trick attempts. From there, we take the top 3 scores overall. And then the top 8 go to the finals tomorrow. Everyone is fighting for championship points, because only the top 4 from the whole season are making their way to the championships, guaranteed style. We're gonna have a little last chance qualifier there. But for now, let's focus on the lines. We've got Shane O'Neill dropping in first.
Shane starting her out with a big spin backside lip slide.
That is a gnarly trick to start off with.
Not for Shane O'Neill though, is it? Switch backside tail slide. Nothing's too difficult for Shane, I don't think.
No.
Taking a very casual approach to the start of his line section. Nice crook run.
Oh, there we go.
Crowd wanted to see that one in person. Big spin frontside balance slide. Oh, man.
Front board getting away from him.
Shane's a guy that skates at such a moderate speed, where he's always traveling at the same speed, which is, when he does it and gets it right, man.
It's true. It's like everything is so planned and perfect. It's like he's figured out the optimal speed for all skateboarding. Look at that. Switch back tail. So nicely done.
Not the best line we've seen from Shane, but great to see him out there. Great to shake off the cobwebs. Let's see what the judges thought of that.
5.6. He did come in like swinging, dude. Big spin, backside lip. Such a hard trick. So kudos to Shane O'Neill for getting after it. Next in, Zion Wright. I'm excited to see what he brings to the lines.
Zion coming out of Florida. Nice nose blunt slide. As you said, Andrew, he's deadly on the bigger tranny and everything as well. So it's incredible to see the diversity of a guy that's able to, you know, skate in a big bowl contest and in the same breath drop in and compete with the best street skateboarders in the world.
It's really unique.
That's the way to put it. It is. It truly is.
And it's cool because I think that's a really good sign of what is going on in skateboarding in 2021. Whereas before, it was very much like, no, I skate transition or, you know, like half pipe, vert, bowls.
The disciplines
and it was like,
are growing.
Oh, yeah, it's no longer about that. Now it's like, oh, I'm a skateboarder. I skate everything. And that's the way, in my personal opinion, it should be.
For some of us, that's the way it always felt, right?
So he's going to look towards the single tricks. I'm stoked to see Midler out there. Alex is just plain old one of the gnarliest skateboarders on the planet right now.
Yeah, he's pushing the boundaries of a lot of the bigger kind of kink rail combinations and things like that. Pushing that envelope. Alex is a guy, he skated in a lot of contests growing up. He knows the drill. Nice backside 360 nose blunt. He's no stranger to having to put lines together, for example. Nice backside 360 lip. And he's good at it. Ripping backside tail slide. Nose grind transfer back.
I love that. That was a nice way to utilize the course.
Yeah, or not transfer. I guess it was just a hop back in, right? Going in switch. No, fakie, cablet. Beautiful.
That's the trick now.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of the caballerial backside lips. The name Caballero, named after Steve Caballero, legendary skateboarder. There's that backside 360 lip slide. Another angle. Skating very fast, and then there's that Steve Caballero to backside lip slide fakie.
All right, 5.5 for Alex Midler on that line. Next in, Mark Suchu. So stoked.
He's always exciting to watch, isn't he, right? Like in the contest format, because you just don't know what kind of combos he's going to go at.
Yeah, I mean, he films video parts relentlessly. And it's just so cool because he comes to these and he actually wants to be here. He wants to compete, he wants to do well, and it really shows. It's very cool.
Awesome. Nice blunt backside out onto the lower part of the bank. Frontside blunt slide, transfers up to the highest section. He's got less than 10 seconds. This is probably going to be the last trick in there. 5 seconds, backside Smith, backside
Oh.
And that's unfortunate because that was a very, very well thought out and very well put together line with a lot of difficult tricks and a lot of different ways that he hit the course also.
One thing I'll say though is, as much as it's awesome to watch him do a line, the actual single tricks that he is capable of are so difficult and so unique that he could put together the craziest line, and I still believe that those singles are just going to blast them out of the water. He got a 5.8 right there. And here we go. Paul Rodriguez, he is back. He was talking about it earlier. He's nervous. Just send him those good vibes.
Nice nollie crooked grind, little tic-tac. I love that. Nollie frontside nose slide. He'll take it. Nice frontside carve. Moving into frontside blunt slide of cleanliness. Paul's such a legendary street skater. Really helped us develop skating both ways. That was a switch frontside blunt slide. And Paul really was, you know, one of the modern pioneers of switch skating. After the first major pioneer, Mark Gonzalez, Salman Agar, and many others to note. That was a great first line for Paul. Hopefully that shakes off some of that nerves that he had, and then he pulls out his A1 for the single tricks. Let's see Paul. There's that slow-mo, the nollie frontside nose slide. Comes out a little loosey-goosey. That makes it all that more fun to watch.
I just love the face he made. He's like, that works. So right now the average score for first place, for 8th place, sorry, is a 7.1. Scores in 5.4.
Score on the board.
That's right, it is a score on the board. But if we're being honest, it's not the score he wants.
No, but if you plan the tactics, you work your confidence up, you get a decent line through, and then you're going into your single tricks less nervous. You've just put 20 tricks together.
I'm sure he's just really stoked to take a deep breath and be like, I'm back.
What happens?
Nice.
Guaranteed there'll be some sort of shakeup. Oh, I can't guarantee that, but
You can pretty much guarantee that.
So lines are in the books, all of our lines today. So score to beat, 21 to get into our top 8. Ryan DeCenzo there, Felipe Mota in 7th, Chris Jocelyn in 6th, Jamie Foy in 5th. We've got 5 skaters. So our top 3 are locked and loaded right now for the finals. Street League Skateboarding has been brought to you by Visible, wireless that is better with friends. Tech Deck, start small, go big, Tech Deck. And by True Skate, true control, true skill, true skate.
Look at that crowd.
I know, I love seeing it. It's so nice. It's great to see people coming together for skateboarding again. All right, Shane O'Neill kicking it off. Oh! What?
That was...
Oh my God.
Keep going now, keep going.
Dude, he bailed that midair and he still pulled it. Oh, that was incredible.
This is going to be a cool slow-mo. Watch this catch. Switch
go.
flick. Oh, it's not flipping. And then that bottom, but he knew if he didn't push that back leg down, that was going to land primo. You do not want to land primo from 8 feet up.
Well, oh man, that was insane. It literally looked like his back leg was kind of trying to kick it away to bail it, and he pulled it. I just hope they give him like a 9 just because that was insane. All right, 4.3, a fair score. He cannot go back and redo that, though, to get a higher score. All right, Zion Wright. Whoa!
Whoa! That was like 3 tricks in one.
Jeez.
3 tricks for the price of 1. Didn't quite get that.
That would have been really cool.
Let's see where Alex is gearing up.
all right, waiting for Alex Midler.
Midler on the top of the quarter pipe.
Is he okay?
Coming in at the rail.
Going for that nollie cab.
There on tap number 1.
It's a big caballerial day today. Lots of spins.
Mark Suchu about to go in.
And your quick look on course.
Oh, nice frontside 270 lift to fakie.
Really well done.
That was great looking.
Always going to get extra points when you rip that one back fakie just because of the awkwardness of spinning your body. Total blind side. See the way he keeps his head forward and then is forced to kind of throw it as he comes out.
Keep those shoulders.
That's right. Control that head back, that head weight, and shoulder weight and the balance.
Scores in 7.3. Playing the game, average is 7.1 for those 3 scores. Paul Rodriguez dropping in for single trick number 1.
He got the flick, just got a little bit of wheel bite. Came a little bit on his heel side. Looking good out there though, Paul.
Back to the start. Trick attempt number 2, Shane O'Neill.
Shane O'Neill, attempt number 2. He got that 4.3 for the wildest switch kick flip.
Coming in nollie, going for that nollie backside heel flip. And again, the guys are struggling a little bit with that. When you don't quite flick your board quick enough, you just lose that chance to get over the rail.
At the end there. Zion Wright, let's see if he's going to go for that same trick.
All right, Zion. Oh, look at that, 5-0 up, down, 180 out.
Pretty cool. First guy to use the whole part of that rail, all the way across and down.
That was pretty sick.
Nice balance on the downside. Rips out frontside 180. There's that other angle, so you can see how long that 5-0 grind is. Rip out at the end.
That requires so much balance and control. 7.3 for Zion Wright. Good score. Next up, Alex Midler for attempt number 2.
There's that nollie cab. Now the judges have seen that trick quite a bit today, right?
Well, no, not nollie. They've
not
seen
nollie.
it
It's all been mostly fakey, right? So that one's going to go up a notch. He did it very well too.
Super well.
Nice little 50-50 right after.
7.9, good score.
There you have it for Midler.
Midler still in the game. All right, Mark Suchu in for attempt number 2.
Had 7.3 on his last trick attempt.
Oh, man. That was perfect. You could see that he was going to front 180 out of that thing when he locked into the rail with those shoulders.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's just one of the simple tricks that you look at and you go, well, maybe that's not as hard as some of the spinny and flippy tricks we're seeing.
No,
but
that's hard.
Some of the basics sometimes can be really awkward, and this was that. Lowish rail to get into, really high on the end. A lot of room for error on that kind of trick.
8-0, look at that. Judges rewarding.
That bumps him into the bubble spot of 8th place. 21.1, so Vincenzo is officially out.
Paul Rodriguez.
You could hear him bonk that rail on the way up again.
Paul had some trouble there. He'll have 2 more attempts.
Be nice to see Paul in the finals. Would be.
All right, Shane O'Neill coming back in. Yes, he makes it.
Way to follow up that
number
switch
3.
flip. Way to follow up that last trick with a completely clean as a whistle. Nollie backside heel.
So he's got 2 relatively low scores. Oh, look at that. Perfect catch. So well done.
A boost out of 21st position.
Now it's harder to take off your nose and go over the rail in the gap than any of the tricks where you're not, right? Because you have to pop it a lot earlier.
All right, 8-0. That puts him in a better position, but it's going to put a lot of pressure for that last attempt.
Zion Wright posted up that 7.3.
Zion right now in 24th. He needs a 7.
Going for the kickflip backside tail slide.
That
on the rail. It's nice to see him not trying the same tricks back to back, like, right?
Yeah.
Especially, you know.
Kind of rolling the dice.
Yep.
All right, Midler coming in for attempt number 3. Alex is right now in 19th place needs a 7.8 to get himself up into 8th.
Oh my goodness! Way to take it to another level. Caballerial to backside tail slide fakie.
That was huge. 7.8, I think he's getting the 7.8 on that.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest, or if not the hardest trick on the rail we've seen so far. 270 spin round.
Almost caught the hat too. Almost caught it. Ooh, that was great. So 7.9 on that last one. Where are the judges going to go? And an 8.7. Yes, Midler now up in 7th place. Mark Suciu down in 9th, and Felipe Mota on the bubble in 8th place.
That's how fast it switches around right now. That's the level we're dealing with. Every single guy can make a difference.
And Suciu's got 2 more attempts. He's up now. He's right now outside the bubble, and he wants in. Oh, no. It's going to put all the pressure on him for that last attempt. Paul is going to need 2 slamming scores if he has any potential to get in there.
Oh my goodness!
Oh man, that little hand down turnaround. That's gonna take away. But man, that was a good switch backside flip.
That was a classic Paul Rodriguez switch backside kickflip. Look at the dip on the flick. I love it.
Man, just so
I love the way he always lands towards the front on a backside 180 when he's going switch like that. It's cool.
4.5. Oh.
Still looking good out there, Paul, though. Looking good on his board.
All right, Shane O'Neill needs an 8 even to get into 8th place. Oh, really freaking it up out there. Big flip, back lip attempt. And that is going to do it for Shane O'Neill. Zion in 25th place. He is not going to be able to get in there. This one for the crowd. So awesome to see him out here, though. Stoked he's in Street League.
Great to see him trying all those technical rail tricks, all those street combos, or you'd think of street combos. Shows the diversity.
So, Midler is right now in 7th place. He's looking good. He needs an 8.5 to get into 1st. He has room to grow.
And he's totally capable of going right for the throat on that too. He has the tricks to do it. We need to see a big Midler move right now.
Oh! All right, so his low score is a 5.5. Definitely outdid that with the 270 back nose blunt. Or 270 nose blunt, sorry.
And the fact that he did that on such a flat and long rail at that speed and was able to maintain that control and lost his hat again.
He's always losing the hat. Someone needs to tighten that thing.
But the level of confidence as he was coming into that trick was just clear.
All right. And look at that, an 8.2 puts Alex Midler in 2nd place. Wow.
Yep, you got to bring it out
One
today.
trick, man, it can change everything. Mark Suciu, he needs this one trick to change everything right now. He needs a 6.3 for 8th place. No, he does not do it. That means Mark Suciu will not be moving on to finals. And my heart is a little broken.
Yep, no, it would have been great to see him in the final. Just his different bag of tricks that he brings and different energy.
And here we go, one more skater. That means our top 8 is locked. This one's for the crowd. This one's for everyone at home. We're so stoked to see Paul Rodriguez out here again.
All setting up switch. Switch backside tail slide, going to do a flip out, but it's stuck on him a little bit though.
Look at that, Felipe Mota just making it in there. The wild card here to SLS, dreams literally coming true. So that right there is going to be your final for tomorrow. We've got Felipe Mota just barely squeaking it in there. Chris Jocelyn, Jamie Foy, Felipe Gustavo, Kelvin Hoffler, Gustavo Ribeiro, Alex Midler, and in first place, Nyjah Huston. Man, that is going to be an amazing final.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look how much it just changed on a dime like that.
That was some great skateboarding today. All right, and this right here is the Mob Grip catch of the day. Nyjah Huston, switch heel front lip. Love it. Mob Grip. Make sure you get yourself some Mob Grip. It's the best stuff out there.
Oh,
right?
best grip tape in the world.
Yeah, this is not a debate.
We're not joking here.
Yeah. All right, well, it has been an absolutely unbelievable day. Jeff, thoughts on what we saw?
Some of the most explosive, progressive street skateboarding we've seen in the last year or two. These guys are bringing it.
Couldn't agree more. Well, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today to the prelims, both the women's and the men's. We will see you back here tomorrow to watch the finals. From Andrew Cannon and Jeff Rowley, we'll see you tomorrow.